then, how's everyone doing? We're currently standing at the entrance of White Ladies Priory. White Ladies Priory is a 12th century ruins of it was an old nunnery. So this is the entrance to White Ladies Priory. This place is known for I think three witches. Three witches. So we've got a little bit of information. So the three witches, supposedly, the names are Jane Southworth, Jeanette Burley and Ellen Burley. According to local law, their troubled spirits wander the grounds, and after they were falsely accused and persecuted for witchcraft. So there wasn't even witches in, there was falsely accused. I've done quite a few ghost hunts here myself. We've had numerous spirits come through, if it's been on the spirit box or on the cat balls or a teddy bear that's touch sensitive. We've had children come through. So we're going to have a little walk into through the front doors of White Ladies now onto the actual grounds. We're kind of hoping us just talking a little bit about the history. Some of these spirits come forward to us without the need of equipment. So as you can see, it's ruined. The place, there was a war that kicked off and they come back here and absolutely obliterated the place. So we're going to have a little wander around and then we'll show you just what's left of the ruins.
Guys, we are in the Priory and I believe we are standing in the place of worship. It's said to house around 6 nuns. Now, it's just a guesswork on my end, but I believe we'd be walking around where the pews are, well, would be. In the 16th century, it got essentially converted from the church into a cottage, which I believe it was extended from here, going into this back part over here. I believe this was the part where it got extended into the cottage. I could be wrong because it's very limited information. But it then turned into a church again in the 19th century. There isn't many ruins here to go by, but we believe we've found the fireplace, and we also believe we found an area where they could have stored or cooked food or even eaten food if they'd have put some form of table. The fireplace looks to be here with the archway of the brickwork and the setting stones.
So we're currently at the back of the Priory, right opposite is the entrance here. So these two stones, over the amount of times that we've been here, we've been told numerous stories about these stones. A lot of people have come forward and said that they're actually gravestones, but there is nothing on the internet that actually tells us exactly what these are. But if you look at them, they do look like gravestones, and if they've been here for as long as the whole building's been here, they would have wore down any initials, what was on it. Potentially, they could be gravestones. So if we had just to the right of the Priory. So we've got these two big walls here. This could have been where the cottage was extended on to the Priory itself, as the walls there do look a bit different to how them are built. From it's a rough guess, right? There ain't really much we have to go off. And so we're going to the right of the Priory now, and if we do another right, there's this archway, and I'll tell you what. The architecture that they used to do back in the day, you don't see any of this anymore. This kind of level of brickwork and like the craftsmanship in all that is absolutely amazing, if I must say myself. So if we make our way through now. We come to another doorway. This is exiting the priory here and going on to the front grounds. Got this lovely archway again, the same style as the one that we saw inside. This one's a lot bigger than that one, and as you can see here, it looks like they would have had like some kind of like a bird or some kind of sculpture which has wore over time, obviously. And on the doorway you can also see where the steels was placed, and then just a bit lower you would have saw where they would have bolted the doors shut for security. Going on to the actual land outside the front of the priory now. There's nothing really much to say about it. It's just all grass now. But an educated guess, this would have been all crops and food and their essentials to live. Like I said, it's not a very big place. It is ruins at the end of the day, filled with a lot of history, a lot of stories, a lot of things happen here. There was a king that was housed here, was King Charles II. Oh, in the 16th century, Charles II hid here. As much as the research that I've done on it, he had to flee, and this was the only place he thought he would be safe. But they managed to find him, and there was a story saying he hid in a tree just a bit further down. I don't know how true that is. You can go over in circles and circles. It's like a big game of Chinese whispers. That's the research that we got. Out of all the ghost hunts that I've done here, this place is pretty active for ghosts. We've had multiple things happen, and things can get pretty crazy here. We had a guy come through. Apparently he was one of the old caretakers for the priory. So you can see the doorway right there. We've had images of people standing. Pretty sure I just saw something on the camera then. So yeah, we've had images of people standing in that very doorway. King Charles II hid here away during a battle, as he didn't want to be found, and unfortunately he did, and the place got destroyed. Tell you what though, it's amazing to see that a lot of it's still standing to this day. I know there's not much, but you can't really argue the fact it's a 12th century old priory. And does any spirits want to come forward? Could anyone walk through that door for me?